Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ironchads episode 5.
Hello,
Hello.
welcome to the party.
What have you guys been up to? It's been a little while.
Uh, I have a whole ass rant to go on, so you guys should go first.
Okay. All right. Um, well, we kind of missed last week's upload. There were a lot of things going on. Quinn was moving.
I was. I wasn't even moving locations. I was moving to a higher plane of existence. So I was drinking so much Robitussin.
I was robo tripping into the heavens.
Yeah, so I've been robo tripping. I've been on that tuss. But now I'm back. All settled in. Things are going well. Grind wasn't hindered too much, other than a few days without internet.
Yeah, and that was kind of my call. I was like, yeah, you just moved to a new place. You just got internet like last night. You couldn't even escape. I had a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I was thankful for the period to get settled.
But now we're back. So I'm sure nobody really remembers their iron goals. So we could do a write-off. I remember mine. And I had two. One of them was to get the full set of pest control armor, which I did. I got the mage and the ranger helm and every other piece. Fuck the melee armor, honestly. I have better options for melee. But it is a huge sense of accomplishment. It's like childhood dream come true. My other goal...
No, that's not how you got that.
Yeah. My other goal was the mage arena, and I just didn't do it. I kept meaning to go like late at night during non-peak hours, just like log on and do it. But then I'd be like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go have a nap instead, and then I'd just sleep. So fuck me, right?
It's easy to fall into that.
Sorry, you go ahead.
No, I didn't really have anything to say. I was just wondering, do you remember your goals, Aaron?
I think it was hit base 50s and everything, which I hit. But I have a bigger thing to talk about today, and I actually pulled up the quest just to fucking make sure I didn't forget to complain about anything.
Okay, all right.
I can't.
You
Okay,
can't hold it. Okay, just let
I
him get
can't.
into it.
I can't. Okay, okay. Desert Treasure. Let me preface with I love this game. But Desert Treasure is incredibly infuriating. It's some parts of it are fine. And then there's like three parts of it and you're just like how did this happen? All right. So first, the smoke diamond. Why is it so terrible on my eyes and why does it give me motion sickness? The smoke on the screen actually fucking terrible.
I kind of forgot about the smoke on the screen. Yeah, we did this quest together. I wanna preface this. So like, step by step, we were there. I don't remember the smoke annoying me too much, but like, personal thing, I guess.
No, I fucking the smoke was actually terrible. Hey, 81 fire making. That's pretty sick. It was like actually terrible. And okay, so like we do that. The first guy that killed two, like yeah, he hit a little hard, but it was fine. As long as you came in prepared, it was fine.
Right.
And then there's the shadow diamond. And this makes me want to punch clean through a wall like a monster kid, like a kid that drinks monster.
Wait, a monster kid. Can you
Yeah.
elaborate on that?
So if you think of your I drink monsters, but if you think of the like stereotypical person that drinks Monster Energy drink, they're probably violent and punch holes in their wall.
Oh,
Yeah, that's all.
I'm more of a Red Bull guy myself. I'm a little bit more based.
I do enjoy a Red Bull, but
More of a
there's
fan
too
of the
much
Red
caffeine
Cow.
in there, and they make my heart go crazy.
Yeah, fair.
I love
Anyways,
Jack,
the motherfucker, what was his name? Damus. Yo, fuck Damus. Okay, fuck Damus in particular. My first fucking problem is not that he drains your prayer, like whatever. Not that he can hit like a goddamn truck. My goddamn problem is that it's a multi-combat zone for some reason, and the only feasible fucking safe spot from things is to use another monster that is RNG based that you are going to one shot at some point. There's a chance that you're just gonna one shot the only safe spot, and then you're gonna fucking cry and die. And he will fuck your shit. And like, sure, I can definitely accept a little bit of a skill issue here, right? But nah. The only safe spot in this like multi-combat zone is a goddamn bat that often dies in one hit.
Yeah, yep.
Like that, you can eat my ass.
I definitely, okay. Being him in his first phase, I was like, oh, this is easy. And then his second phase started slapping me. And he slapped me hard. I had to leave and restock.
And then he looks at you and goes, your pathetic skill won't help you now. And then he drains your fucking prayer to zero and ruins your entire life. Because now you have 3 skeletons and him hitting you all at the same time. And oh, don't you worry. They all can fucking do like 10 to 25 damage. That's the range of between the skeletons and him. Or sorry, 22. Damon's max hit is 22. And he hit me that 3 times in a row. And I wanted to put my fist through a wall.
You know, I felt really bad because I did a second try and I killed him. And then I was like, I'm gonna chill for a little bit. And then I see the chat go off and you're dead. And I was like, uh-oh. And then like, you're really mad by this point. And I was like, okay, well, I gotta go and do some grocery shopping. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna dip out. And then like I'm out grocery shopping and I check my phone. I'm like, I wonder how he's doing. And I just see that you had died again. Like 5 minutes later, and I was like, oh no.
Also, for restocking for that fight is goddamn terrible. Because you absolutely need 100% run, right? There's no way you're fucking doing that without 100% run, which means guess what you're doing as an Iron Man if you don't have the herbs or potions to restore run, which you probably want to use those slots for food or whatever else you may need when you're running through this multi-combat zone with a boss that can hit 22. That's supposed to be like a mid-level quest.
Hey, whoa. Don't be calling Desert Treasure a mid-level quest, okay?
It is
It
a
says
mid-level
Master.
quest. Is it? Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, it does say Master. Well, fuck you, Desert Treasure. Either,
Yeah, she's a
regardless.
tough one.
Ice Diamond, best part of the whole quest. No one can change my mind. I
Ice
thought
Diamond?
it was actually...
What do you mean? Those trolls slap my shit. Okay, I got a few things to say about the ice area. If we're ranting about Desert Treasure here.
No, I like the ice area.
No, fuck ice area. You walk through the gate, instantly drains your special attack, and run energy to 0. It's gone. Nope, fuck you. Okay, so I restored my run energy in there. Next tick of damage, it's all gone. Walk. Fuck you. Also, forgetting your spells, getting low enough magic level that you forget how to cast spells.
I thought that was actually hilarious.
So dumb, dude. And then like, oh, okay, we'll make restore potions. I'll make us some prayer potions. Wait, I can't because my herb lore is level 12. I got too cold.
My God. Yeah, when the time comes for me to do it, I'm gonna come to you guys and ask for as much advice as possible.
Have you never done it?
I have, but I did it on a main where I could just buy all of my resources. So I'll just need a reminder of like what I absolutely need. So like prayer and restore potions. And...
That was
Yeah, it's the first time that restore potions actually mattered.
That was my third.
Oh yeah, I remember that part. It's not fun.
I actually liked that part of the quest. I should have had my balls up when I walked into the ice wolves because I wasn't expecting them to hit as hard as they did. And I should have been using protect for melee, but you know what? That's fine because I thought walking up like the mountain and like slipping and eating shit was actually so funny.
That was actually the only highlight of that whole thing.
It was.
slipping
I
and eating
loved.
shit.
Yeah. So you know what? That part of the quest is good. That was really good. I enjoyed that. I thought that was fun.
I gotta say that was my third rodeo with Desert Treasure. I've done it 2 other times.
That was my second, and I don't remember any of that.
The first time I vaguely remember because I was very young, but I remember dying a lot and it being really, really frustrating. The second time, it went okay, except for the pyramid. I spent 2.5 hours on the pyramid because of the randomly getting thrown out of the pyramid, and getting thrown out increasing your chances of getting thrown out of the pyramid. So it becomes like this endless failure cycle of falling out of this stupid fucking pyramid in the desert. Anyway, this run was fine. I fell out of the pyramid once. I almost got one-tapped by a mummy. It did like 22 damage, and I shit my pants a little bit. But other than that, smoothest run through Desert Treasure.
Blood Diamond? Bet you didn't even remember we did that part. We had to walk through the swamp, which was a little scary, but then we just rose the guy from the dead and then killed him.
Oh, I remember Blood Diamond. I remember getting lost in the swamp. We tried 3 different paths.
Yeah,
before we finally made it there.
It made sense how to do it once we did it.
Yeah. And I mean, that was easy. That was babby shit.
In the pyramid. Okay, so I didn't realize these mummies were gonna fucking slap me as hard as they did. But I ended up dying in the pyramid on my very first run, where I guarantee I was gonna make it to the very end on first attempt. Which was a bit rage-inducing because, I was like, I just want to fucking get this quest done at this point. I'm so tired of this. And then it took me another half hour to get through the pyramid, which, isn't a huge deal. I just don't understand why I'm just wondering, what are the actual odds? And when does it do a roll deciding if it's gonna kick you out? I couldn't find anything on that.
I wonder if it's at the same time as it goes to spawn the scarabs. So either scarabs spawn on you or you fall out of the pyramid.
Or a mummy pops out.
There's just mummies everywhere down there, dude. I just mostly protect it from melee.
Yeah, protect for melee and run as much as you can.
But now that we've done that, you've got a taste for what Monkey Madness is going to be like.
No, Monkey Madness is going to be an easy...
Oh my god, we're not
time.
going back to this, dude.
I think Monkey Madness is going to be an easy quest. It's going to be a nice, relaxed time. We're going to help out the monkeys solve their madness.
That's it.
And there definitely won't be a sequel.
That's it. Next episode of Ironchads, it's official, is Monkey Madness.
Oh, okay.
Get ready.
Oh, I'll be ready.
I hope you're the first to die. I hope I don't die, but I'm actually terrified. I fucking hate that quest. No other.
Absolutely do it.
Everybody.
We should absolutely do it for a pod episode, but I'm definitely gonna come more prepared than I did for Underground Pass.
Oh, for sure.
You got a week to go.
Yeah, you got a week.
We should do Regicide Suit 2 as well soon.
Yeah, do you remember your pattern from the Underground
Same
Pass?
day.
No, I'm hoping that Runelight did, though.
Lucky for me, I could simply watch episode 2 of the Ironchads podcast.
Whoa.
Totally don't
Shameless
remember.
plug. Shameless, seamless plug. I love it.
And I could discover the path. Yeah, I'll be down for Regicide. Honestly, I'm down for whatever quests. I don't think there's any on my priority list after I forced us to do Edgar's Ruse, which unremarkable quest, Edgar's Ruse. It was just basically a lot of running back and forth over and over again up and down a mountain. They were like, you want to teleport here? You want to teleport to this mountain? Well, fuck you. You got to run up and down it 10 times and then do a stealth segment.
I'm pretty close to getting my combat achievement thing. I almost want to wait for my control quests before, or till I get that hilt.
Oh, Gommel's hilt.
Yeah, I'm only like 8 points off or something. If I could wriggle them out of something.
Yeah.
Might
So-
be able to do it in Wintertoad and Temporos and Hespori.
The only ones I have for Temperos and Wintertodd are the weird ones that you have to do solo. I don't really care for that, but there's bosses like Ogor and like Scurious and stuff, and then a bunch of Slayer monsters that I'm probably a few levels off of being able to do. So I'm sure I could get them somehow.
I'm interested in combat tasks, but they also seem like a lot of work, and I already got enough work on my plate.
The easy
There you
one's
go.
really not that bad, but the medium one is just like, fuck, this is gonna take a long time.
Yeah. I do want to talk a little bit about Edgar's Roost, and I'm surprised you don't, Aaron. Seriously,
I'm gonna have to go back.
surprised that you don't remember the stealth segment.
No, I remember it now, but Desert Treasure took over my mind. It lived rent-free.
Yeah, so this stealth segment is completely broken. I'm calling it now, okay? There is no rhyme or reason to those stupid fucking trolls. They walk down these stupid corridors and they bumble into each other, and then like they break and their pathing breaks and they see you. And I had to get 3 of those gout weeds.
Yeah, I was trying to get 3 of them, but I didn't have enough resources and I kept getting caught, so now I have to go back later.
Yeah, you gotta get your shit slapped more. I'm so glad I'll never have to look at that room again.
You know what? I kind of hope you have to.
Yeah, I hope I incinerate my gout weed.
Yeah, I hope so too.
So, what have you guys been up to lately? Roundabout, what have you been working on?
Well, since I hit the base 50 goal, I've been working towards base 60. And I
All your
inch my
stats.
and I inch my way closer every day.
That's fair. I just get like autistic hyper focused on one stat, and I'm like, I'm gonna be the master of that until I get burnt out, and then I do another thing.
Yeah, I can't help but shift around. Like I've never done it on an account where I just keep moving from one thing to another. But I don't really even think about it. It's just like, oh, I need to do this one thing for this one thing. And then the next day I'll completely forget about that one thing and move on to anything else. Because there's just too many options. So like right now I'm just going for the Tomb of Fire because you guys ended up getting, or Aaron rather, got his second Tomb of Fire drop, which is just abundant. I can't
Yeah.
believe that.
I can't
I've
believe
cleared-
that either.
Cleared it like 140 times. Hold on, let me scroll up a little. Yeah, 140 clears, and I've gotten 2 tomes of fire.
That's insane. I
That is
can't
crazy.
believe that. So I'm here trying to get one as well, so I can have a nearly free Ivan Blast. I think that sounds exciting. Other than that, recently my big highlights is that I went to Crazy Archaeologist and I got the rune crossbow drop for 2 of us. We're gonna have to go back again for another one. It took 46 KC, which was way more than I thought it would, but I'm just happy I got it eventually.
But you got other rare loot off that table too. You got some red D-hide bodies.
Yeah, I did get the red D-hide as well, a couple of them, which is pretty sweet.
Ooh.
And then I got the Zamorak Blessed D-hide body also off of a hard clue scroll, which is super, super exciting.
Hey, how many blood
That-
belts have you killed, Aaron?
Many?
Do you have a
Like
tracker?
a tracker?
I've killed 517 blood belts. I'm sorry, I got thrown
hold
off.
on, yeah. Hold on. I'll have to search it.
Oh, okay.
Can I search it? Okay, no, I can. It's been a little bit since I've killed them,
Wow,
so I'll have
doesn't
to
even
find
know
them in my.
his Bloodveld count, dude. Look at this jokester. Can't even tell me how many Bloodvelds
Oh,
he's
I've
murdered.
definitely killed them since I killed. What the fuck? Where? I don't know. I can't find them. Oh, no, that's Cal fights. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Should be ashamed. It's so unbased.
Oh, 128. Really? No way. I've definitely killed way more than that. That was like one task.
Sorry, Quinn, did I completely derail what you were saying? I genuinely
yeah,
apologize. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I was just talking about props. That's
Yeah.
really all that went on my side. Though. I think too.
Well, do you care to talk about your crippling addiction to treasure trails? Do you care to address the treasure trail allegations? And tell me why I stood around in Imp Land and caught eclectic Emplings for like 40 minutes and didn't get a single clue scroll and feel like you lied to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway,
Oh god.
I'm sorry. You go ahead. Tell me about your clue scroll addiction. Tell the world.
I do
Tell
have
the world.
I do have a little bit of a clue scroll addiction going right now.
Mhm.
Oh wait, did I get the holy slippers since last episode?
No.
Oh yeah, you got those in between.
Oh
It
shit.
was like
yeah,
just at the
Holy
end of the last episode, and like 2 days later, you developed crippling clue scroll
yeah,
addiction.
I got it that night. I ended that episode being like, I'm gonna get the clues, or I'm gonna get the ranger boots on this drop, and then like 3 clue scrolls later, I got the holy sandals.
Yeah, that's pretty good drops, but you got to go over your stuff now. You got to tell me all about it.
Oh god, I got all sorts of fun little loot. Like let's see. Let me go to my loot log real quick.
Oh my
'Cause
god,
it was-
you missed the start of winter, Todd.
That's fine.
That's all right. I'll wait on this one.
Oh my god.
So for
Thank you.
mediums, I obtained 11 unique items. I completed 16 medium clue scrolls, but also on top of that, I got 8 shared items that all came from the medium clue scrolls, which means that I got what was that? I got 19 uniques from 16 medium clue scrolls, which was just fucking silly.
But what were they?
Okay, yeah.
I want
let's
to
see.
know.
I got.
The world needs to know why you're so addicted to clue scrolls, because I hate clue scrolls.
It's purely just for the uniques. At first I was joking about green logging medium treasure trails, and then I got stupid lucky on some of these items. I was like, all right, let's keep this up. But yeah, the big one was holy sandals. I want to go back for ranger boots, but I'm not ready yet. I got the adamant gold kite shield, a few heraldic adamant pieces. I got the armadillo cloak for a god item.
God
3 boater hats for no reason.
3 boater hats.
3. Yeah, the red, green, and pink. I almost have enough for all of us.
That's such a flex. 3 different colors.
Hell yeah.
You're an icon.
And then, and then I got the wolf mask. And then let's see. Shared, I got 3 different god pages, 1 of each different kind. I know we're all looking for god books eventually.
What a god book. So fucking bad.
I got 11 Morton and Tyblo One Eye teleports, the Master Scroll book to hold all of my teleports, and then some charged Dragonstone jewelry things, which don't really matter.
And how long did it
And
take
then
you? How long did it take you to do all this?
Probably. I think I had one really heavy clue scroll day. Like, I think it was just one day where I was just kind of standing around, and it was pretty casual. Like, I would just stand around in Puro, and I would just get an inventory of eclectic implings and click on them as many as I could until I got it. And then when I would get it, I would fill my inventory up again with eclectic implings and bank them, so I have a chance of getting it again. So like,
I didn't get
got
one. I didn't get a single clue scroll from those guys. All I got was shit. They
You
shit
know
on
that
me.
you can entangle them as well.
Oh, like the spell
know-
from the Arceus spellbook?
No, just the normal spellbook, like the snare or whatever, where you entangle them, or like entangle an enemy and it can't move. You can do that to the implings as well, which is kind of nice for them moving around.
I'm gonna stick to my opinion that treasure trails are a time sink and a sunk cost fallacy, and they're shit. Aaron?
I wish I liked clue scrolls.
But what about the Zamorak D'hide body?
Yeah, that's pretty sick. I just
That is pretty sick that you pulled that, but oh my god, can you believe that you pulled that actually?
I specifically hate the hyper specific items you have to be using.
Oh, like where
There's a lot of
this,
clues.
this, and that, and do an emote here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I don't know, I just feel like I sometimes you try so hard for a clue scroll, you go the extra mile, and then you get to the final step and you either can't do it or you get shit. The game shits in your mouth. It's like,
I feel
haha, got
there
him.
There shouldn't be a whole lot of mediums that we can't do at this point, though.
That's fair.
And mediums are definitely good for like getting more holy sandals and the ranger boots. I'm definitely gonna keep going for ranger boots. So if I get another holy sandals, we'll throw those in the bank.
So, I mean, speaking of bad decisions, tell me about your crippling wilderness slayer addiction.
Oh yes, it continues.
We've moved on now. We've moved on from the treasure trail allegations. Now I want to talk about wilderness slayer allegations.
Yeah, I've also been getting awfully excited about Wilderness Slayer for the Laren's key drops. And then also just like loot or like resource drops. You get a bunch of like blighted manta ray and anglerfish and karamwans and stuff for killing bosses and restore potions. Like only the blighted version, so you can do it in the wilderness. But that's gonna be sweet for when I do bossing in the wilderness as well. Like I don't know, I kind of like it. It's the risk of being in the wilderness as well makes me feel like Slayer is a wilderness-based skill, and I kind of like living in that fantasy land, making it a little bit more thrilling.
He likes the danger.
I do, and I've gotten PK'd nearly probably 10 times and lost a decent amount of loot that would really suck if I didn't do blue scrolls.
Okay. I'm gonna give a perspective as somebody who has no interest in Wilderness Slayer, sounds like shit, and is scared of the wilderness in general. I watched you do it for 2 hours over Discord, right? And in that time you got PK'd twice and almost a third time. And the only time you didn't, weren't actively scared of it is when we were fighting like animated battle axes in the corner of the wilderness.
Oh yeah, that was pretty chill.
I don't know. It looks scary. It looks like you'd lose a lot, but I do dig that your treasure trail addiction funds your wilderness slayer activities.
Is
Yeah,
it
it's
really
kind
an
of a
addiction
fun.
there, or is it just good business?
Is it good business?
Do you feel like you come out in the positives?
Absolutely, GP wise.
Oh, all right. But
Oh,
when are you
yeah.
gonna start PJing people? When are you gonna become part of the problem?
Man, imagine if I start PKing people and it doesn't even give me anything.
Yeah, but it's funny.
It is fun.
Hold on. Look at all these betrayers. Wow!
Zoom
Quan
in.
is one of them. No, Quin is
Yeah,
one of
You
the
gotta
fucking
zoom in. I
betrayers.
can hardly see. You gotta zoom in.
He
Whoa.
fucking left.
Oh, Yeah, the the pyromancer went down, and everybody just left.
He's a
Oh,
West Sider now.
yeah.
I never
Aaron
want to
is
see
very
you on this side
staunchly.
again.
Aaron's very staunchly against Westerners. He went on a rant at me about it for doing it the other night.
The West Siders of Winter Todd are weirdos and they scare me.
Oh my
At
God.
least the Eastern ones, they show their shame immediately. I know how perverted they are. Someone in chat just said "Cum Slayer," and they got the response of "Tower of Cum, Captain Cum, Cum Mentor."
Oh my
Sword
god, they
Cum
were doing
Eaters.
that earlier. They're still doing that? I was
They've been doing this for a while.
I was there like 2.5 hours ago before I got off to cook dinner. And like they were literally saying like "come diplomacy" and like "come trials," and they were literally doing that. So they're still doing it.
Yeah, Cum Fever.
This just reinforces my already running hypothesis of everyone who attends Wintertodt for too long becomes a degenerate gooner. You know, like they just can't
Yeah,
control
well,
themselves anymore. Their brain
well, what I'm
rots.
saying is at least the East Side is honest with themselves about their gooning lifestyles. The fucking West Side over there, they hide it like you should be ashamed.
Why is every like little subsect community of RS like all the kind of abstract ones like Wintertodt or like Shooting Stars is just all Coomers. Every
They're
one
the
of them.
weirdest people. I sit in the Shooting Stars chat because sometimes I just AFK and do stars while I do other stuff. And every time I always have to like ask, like, and honestly sometimes it's kind of entertaining. But wow, it's pretty degenerate in there.
Yeah, so you want to find a tier 7, right? So you go to the chat and then you have to scroll through like 15 minutes of Coomer talk.
Oh, I'll always just ask. I don't mind. I appreciate the work they do.
I found a website that directly translates from a plugin in the game that like anyone who has this plugin, it'll like automatically call out from the plugin and it'll ping to this website and tell you where it is, how long it's been there, and what tier it is. So I just go to this website now. I don't even interact with the Stars community.
Look who came crawling back to the west or to the east side.
Oh, he's
Things are
offended
quiet
now.
over there.
Do you guys ever
You
heal the pyromancer?
No, that's not my job.
I did for the combat achievement.
I actually should for the combat achievement, but
How
You
do
have to
you
go
do it?
so out of your way to do it.
I actually have no idea how to do it.
You have to grab that concoction, the middle of the crates over there, and then right in the middle of the east side over there, there's sprouting roots, and you grab those, and then you mix the concoction with the roots.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah.
That's for the
Maybe
green
I-
helms.
no, I'll
Yeah, the
do it for
green
the
help thing to
combat
do.
achievement.
I was doing Slayer the other day, and this person, like, they weren't even killing monsters in the area. They literally, like, ran up to me, and they were like, hi. I was like, oh, hey. And then we were chatting for a bit, and we got on the topic of, like, group Iron Men, things like that. And I was like, yeah, you know, we would add more people to the group, but they have to be fresh off Tutorial Island, or you'll become a filthy green helm. And then they're like, that's disgusting. It's a fate worse than death.
Right? It really is.
I've never come across one person who said anything positive about green helms.
I don't think I have either.
I'm just gonna, in the overall
Just be a
community,
regular
if
helm.
you're watching this and you're a green helm, I'm sorry. That just means your
Yeah,
team
you should-
left you.
You might want to make a new account.
You might just want to disable the Iron Man thing altogether.
Yeah, make that your main and make a new Iron Man.
And don't team up with phonies ever again. Only team up with real people. Real Sigma males.
Okay. Yeah, that's RuneScape players. Absolutely.
Yeah, only RuneScape players, every single one of them, they're mewing at all times. Okay,
Your
earlier
obsession with mewing grows.
earlier Wintertod, me and Quinn were standing there at the brazier, and I was like, "Yo, are you guys mewing?" And then immediately everyone started talking about gooning. Like immediately, like he's like, "How did you do that?" I was like, "What do you mean? I just talk about mewing, man." RS community is something special, okay?
They're a special
pretty gnarly.
community.
Quinn, you just learned what gooning was today.
Yeah, that was intense knowledge.
How do you feel about that?
A little stressed, but like I might watch some videos of some people practicing. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't feel like that's like scary knowledge. I feel like that's like eldritch knowledge. You know what I mean? Like
you needed to know.
H.P. Lovecraft predicted gooning like 50 years early.
Just like he predicted the Kraken.
Yeah, exactly.
He
I bet he
he wrote
predicted the
about-
Kraken while he was gooning. What?
He wrote about gooning.
No. But
Maybe.
maybe.
And then he whacked off in a trance-like state. But like,
Yeah, that's eldritch knowledge. You know, like knowledge that humans, regular people shouldn't possess. You know?
it's true. But we need somebody in the world to be able to do that for us.
Well, I mean, anybody could do it for themselves, but that's the problem with eldritch knowledge. You learn forbidden knowledge and it eats away at your brain.
Oh yeah.
Now you're gonna be thinking about nothing but gooning.
Yeah. I don't want to talk
Big
about
knowledge.
gooning anymore. The RS community is too degenerate and I don't want to get involved.
They're a humble folk.
They are. They are actually some of the nicest people I've ever met. In some circumstances, but it's also interesting to me that like we all played RuneScape as children, right?
Yeah, I remember buying GF.
So okay, my question is RuneScape like most children's from our age group, most children's like first introduction to greed? Like
Probably.
stealing a friend's account or stealing somebody's armor. You know,
Oh yeah.
camping somebody's corpse and stealing their shit.
I remember when I was 8 years old, I convinced this kid a few years older than me that I was like some secret master leveler, and like I had a level 126 account. I never showed him it or anything. I just told him all these things, like all this rubbish, and I got away with it to the point where he gave me his account information to level him up super speedy quick so he could get the end game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I changed his password and immediately was like, man, I can't get into your account. Can you? And then he was like, no, I can't. I'm like, I don't think either of us can get into your account right now. And he was like, I think you had something to do with this. And I never said I did.
That is such a
That's-
childhood RuneScape story.
It's kind of fucked up, dude.
No, dude,
It's
I've
super
heard almost every childhood RuneScape story I've ever heard, from like normal people to unhinged people, goes something like that. That's what I
I
mean.
was the kid that got hacked.
For me, it was like getting my first set of adamant armor. It's like, I don't know, I think I convinced some kid online here to like type their password in chat, and then I like logged out and changed their password, and then like dropped their adamant armor for myself,
Amazing.
and then I got
You guys were hackers.
and then I got poisoned and died and lost the adamant armor, and it all came full circle. And then I stopped playing RuneScape for like 8 years. No lie.
Well, you know what, Aaron? There's a reason for my badness. I think a year or so beforehand, I had a buddy who gave me full Saradomin, and like this was back when like Saradomin was crazy, like trimmed armor. What? So I had the Saradomin armor, and some guy came up to me and it was like, "Hey, if you give me your Saradomin armor, then I'll double the money for it." And I was like, "No, you're gonna scam me, blah blah blah." And then he was like, "No, I swear to Allah. And I was like, who's that? So I pulled up Google. I pulled up Google and I did a quick search and I was like, holy shit, this guy's being serious. So what I did was quickly unequip my Saradomin stuff before he maybe escaped and did some good deed for somebody else. Rated it to him, and he said thank you, and logged off, and that was it. I lost my,
Amazing.
and that was my first introduction to being like, oh shit, you can do that? Like, it was so devastating. I was like, I didn't know that people were gonna be like that.
You know what? I bet most like entrepreneurs of our generation played RuneScape growing up. That's how they learned. That's how they
would
learned
start out
corporate
as
greed.
grifters, and then they became traders at the GE.
I bet Sam Bankman-Fried used to fucking rip RuneScape.
Yeah, dude. There's many master manipulators out there.
Yeah, and they all started with free armor trimming. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, dudes. Oh man, sometimes I would trust the double money people for a little bit just to get like little bits of money out of them because they would egg you on for a little bit.
That's so...
But I would do it up until like 50k or whatever and be like, thanks, and then world hop and get it from another guy. Pretty sweet. I kind of miss those days where like
I tried the
I miss
double
when
money
people
thing
fell for that.
like once or twice, and like sometimes you do it. It just depends on how much you trade. I find. So like if you trade a low amount, they'll double it every time. You trade like 100k, they'll give you 200. But anything like over 500, they're like, huh, noob, and then they leave.
Oh yeah. They gotta keep up.
Wait, where?
their raids.
Oh, I didn't get the concoction.
Rough.
Yeah, just make it at the beginning of this run, and then keep an eye out for it.
Let's
Oh, Winter Todd ended. I didn't even realize.
let's
hell
talk
yeah.
next week goals. I mean, I know we're gonna do Monkey Madness next week because I said we were, and now we're doing it. But what do you guys want to do in terms of skills? What are you hoping to get? What are you hoping to work on?
I want to hit base 60 in everything except for prayer and herblore. But those would also be nice. I'll try.
Fair.
I'll try.
I think I'm gonna keep working on Slayer. I got back into it recently. Little tangent, just a little one, I promise. I got assigned these stinky ghosts as my Slayer task. And they were... No. This like I never told this story on the podcast, but like...
Oh no, here we go.
I got assigned these stinky fucking ghosts that like... Usually they're already bad, but they're doable. Like you can prayer flick them and it's fine. But like... My Slayer Master was like, you have to do this in the catacombs. And the only stinky ghosts down there are like upgraded super stinky ghosts.
The poo ghost.
The poo ghosts. They're brown instead of green. And like, they're ultra scary. And I looked up the resistances and they resist everything plus 80 except for magic. I was like, okay. So I took down some magic gear and like fire strike. And then I tried to hit them for a while, and they would regenerate health faster than I can hit them. It's terrible. So I upgraded my gear, and I went and got full void mage. And I tried again. Nope, nothing. I just reduced the splashing, but they still regenerate too fast. Upgraded my runes. I used chaos runes instead of mines. Still didn't hit enough. I switched to Crumble Undead. That wasn't enough. And then I gave up and finally broke my streak of like 99.
Did it hurt?
It hurts so much. But anyway, I'm back on the Slayer train. I kind of want to get to like... I don't know. I want to keep working on it. I don't really have a set goal besides getting to 85 combat so I can get to the next Slayer Master. In my mind, that's like a Slayer milestone, I guess. We'll be moving on to Neve.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice.
And other than that, I want to work on my house. I got my thieving to 77 over the last 2 weeks, and all the money went into dumping into my house to look swag.
I would also like to get maybe a couple other skills other than fire making to 80.
That's fair. I feel like that's just gonna happen organically. But you want to
but
push it. You want it.
Yeah, I might push it.
What about you,
I
Quinn?
feel like thieving would be an easy 80.
Definitely. But what about you, Quinn? What do you got on the go? What are you gonna do in your preparation for Monkey Madness next week?
Oh yeah, I gotta keep remembering that. Maybe I'll get my range to 70 if I can. That's like a 9 level crawl, but I want to do more of my wilderness slayer for more loot.
I really want to get a rune crossbow so bad.
Yeah, dude, we gotta get you a rune crossbow. I gotta really try not to risk that in the wilderness. But if I do risk it in the wilderness, then I have a reason to go back for both of us.
Fair. I think I'm probably gonna try it. As much as the wilderness scares me, he doesn't seem like that bad of a boss. 2 rune
It's not
crossbows.
bad at
are-
all. Go to Ferric's Enclave, like teleport to that through the ring of dueling,
Yeah.
and it's like you can get there and still have 40 run energy left, so you can still run around and fight them, and then you just run south like 20 tiles maybe, and you're in 20 wilderness, so you can teleport right back to Ferric's Enclave.
Pyromancer hood.
Ooh, sick pull.
Nice, dude.
Sorry,
I
I
just
didn't mean
got
to
that.
interrupt.
I just got that like 20 minutes ago. It was crazy.
I don't think I'll do this by next week because it's a pretty long grind, but I also really want to get my agility to 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole on Fossil Island to the tree patches by the bank, and I really want to be able to crawl through it.
I use that hole quite a bit.
That's all I want. Then I can start chopping like 30,000 mahoganies to get 99 construction. My thieving will it'll become a joint stat with construction. I gotta keep stealing to build.
Man, I haven't even gotten one mahogany seed yet.
I've got 3
That's kinda
mahoganies planted, but I think I'm gonna dig one up for a teak tree.
Is it because it's cheaper to turn those into planks?
No, I just have a teak seed. You really only need 2 trees. The third's for
Oh.
style points.
Is there a price difference for changing into planks for mahogany and teak?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, teaks are 1,500 a plank.
and mahoganies
And
I
then
think
how
are
much are-
2K.
No, sorry. Mahogs were 1,500.
Oh, then teaks for 1,000.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
That's so much. Holy shit.
Yeah, and we're at 70 construction now, so no more
Yeah.
baby games. We gotta spend 1,500 a plank.
I think it was 550k to go from 60 to 70.
550k.
Yeah, I think.
That's not that bad. Okay.
Yeah, but now
That's
we're
not
at
as bad as
70s.
the
Now we're on to mahoganies, and that's
Yeah,
like
you
in
know
the
what? I'm
mills.
gonna make that a part of. I'm gonna make that a part of my goal too. At least get like 60 construction. I gotta go for like 60 construction. Work on my Slayer. Get my range up for Monkey Madness. Continue to avoid farming Herblore and Hunter for now.
I do my farming runs twice a week if I'm lucky,
Yeah, I'm not fond of it.
and Aaron
I
does
do
his
my
every
farms
day.
almost every day. Yeah.
God, I'm not a huge fan, but like I know it's necessary. If I'm getting the quest cape, I gotta.
Have you gotten to Hespori yet?
No, I'm actually literally like 6k XP away.
Ooh,
It's
that's
65,
that
right?
close. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I'm 6k XP from that then.
Yeah, I'm 58. I've got a little bit to go.
Can't wait to get fucked up by the Hespori boss.
He's a fun guy.
That will be fun to do. Because like I think I have 6 or 7 History seeds stacked up, so it'll be nice to just sit on those for a little bit and get passive combat farming XP.
Shot at endless compost bucket. And you know what? I'm going to renew my goal from last week that I didn't do and do fucking Mage Arena this week. I swear to God I'll do it.
Maybe I'll join you there.
It'll be part of my mental training for Crazy Archaeologist because that cave
Yeah, dude.
will be great for Crazy Archaeologist runs.
Man, I'll come with you and then we can spot each other.
Yeah, and then I can PK you while you're not looking.
Dude, don't do that. No one wins.
No one wins.
No one wins at all.
What do you mean I win? Emotionally.
You kind of physically win, but like it's just I'll lose my things and stuff.
Yo, I really hope the guy dies in this round because I've had a concoction with me and I just fucking.
Well, do you
died,
see
dude.
any dead ones anywhere else on the compass? You could like run over and restore.
No. Not right now.
Oh. Keep an eye out for that too.
We're in a safe place.
At some point, one of the other pyromancers might die, and then you could like swoop
Also
in
something
and save them.
Something that we've discovered this week, I don't know who discovered it, but thank you endlessly, is for these potatoes with cheese.
That's Aaron.
Yeah, potatoes with cheese.
They're nuts, man. Like, I don't need any other food at all. If I wasn't an Iron Man right now, that's a moneymaker too. They're like 11 coins each, and they sell for 350 on the GE.
Yep.
It's nuts.
God bless potatoes with cheese.
God bless America and capitalism.
It's true. They did invent the potato with cheese. They invented it.
They invented both potatoes and cheese, didn't you know?
Yeah, it's true. Land of the free. Free potato.
I got my magic logs.
Yeah, I got some magic
That
logs
is
for you.
magic logs.
Now you have no excuse. Now you have to do Desert Treasure right now.
Dude, my brain feels different thinking about it. I am so not excited.
All that yogurt
I think
today.
we were pretty excited.
And I ate so much yogurt laid in the sun for too long today. And just thinking about Desert Treasure makes everything feel upside down.
That's what you were doing when you were laying in the sun. You were trying to like simulate the effects of Desert Treasure. Like what it has. You tried to physically simulate the effects that it has on your mind by eating too much
Exactly.
yogurt and then laying in the sun.
Why did you think that was a good idea?
Yogurt's
I don't
good,
know,
dude. Yogurt's fucking fire. It's based.
Yeah, but the laying in the sun part and eating yogurt at the same time seems like a poor combo.
It really was. It was horrible. But I felt really good for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, how was the yogurt? I bet it was really good. What flavor?
Yeah, it was sick. I laid in the sun for a while and I'm like, wow, it's really hot out here. I'm gonna go in and eat a bunch of yogurt. And I went inside and I had one of those tubs that are like pretty hefty tubs of yogurt.
Yeah.
And I forked back 3/4 of it.
Oh, I know how much
And
that is, and that's too much.
Oh yeah. And then I was like, you know what? That was a lot of yogurt. I feel a little stuffed. I'm gonna go lay in the sun. And then at some point I got up and I looked in the mirror and I was pretty burnt and I felt sick
You're pretty
I felt
burnt,
so
full of yogurt. That's
and full of yogurt.
honestly the funniest thing I've heard all day. I thought you were memeing at first when you mentioned the yogurt, but then like
No,
you
I
were for
straight
real.
up ate so much yogurt. It was awful.
Yeah, I have to buy those tubs because I can't eat lactose.
Oh hell yeah, I
Wow,
did. It was
tummy.
Yeah.
not
baby
only
bitch
was it
tummy.
yogurt, but it was Greek yogurt too. So it's like thick.
It was full.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
like
it was-
a pound of Greek yogurt that you ate.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, how do you
I
feel now? You
smudged
feel better?
myself. I do feel pretty good, rejuvenated even.
It's affected. I told you. It gives you like the effects of superpowers, but then you shit yourself.
Oh my god. Yeah, imagine like
You guys shoot
imagine the
yourself
sweat in
recently?
the sun.
Have I shit myself recently? Is that what you just asked me?
Yeah.
No, not recently.
Why not?
I almost did, like a couple days ago, but like
You should
no.
consider it.
Should I?
Yeah.
What almost happened?
I just almost shit myself. That's all. You already like
Oh.
fart and it's like not good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's one of
You
those.
trusted a fart you shouldn't have.
Yeah, but I didn't shit, so it was okay. I half trusted the fart and it half trusted me. We're frenemies now.
The only time I ever shit myself, like I don't even wear shorts very often, but I was also wearing white shorts, which was just insane.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That brings me like memories. I guess we're kind of done talking about RS for the day, so I'm just gonna go into like I used to work in sales, right? Once upon a time. And we had this guy named Chris, and he showed up to work one day on one of our Sunday sales wearing like white shorts. And you know, it was like business as usual until like an hour in, and my coworker like comes up to me and he's like laughing, like he's like crying, laughing, like his face is like beet red. And he's like, yo, he shit himself. I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, I could totally see it on his shorts. He shit his pants. And then I was like, oh. So I went and told my other friend who's like was like one of the biggest loudmouths in the office. And he like went and like stood behind a car and he was like gawking at him. And eventually within like an hour the whole office knew about the guy who shit his pants, because he didn't like leave to like clean up. I don't even know I didn't even know if he knew, to be honest. We all
How do you
knew.
not know?
I have no idea. He was just working as normal. He was like showing these people this car while there was like literal poopy on his shorts.
Oh my god.
This man's like I don't know, 15, 20 years older than me. So I don't feel that bad about like laughing about it. But anyway, the whole office found out, and then the manager like went up to him and he's like, dude, you have to like go home and change.
And
So-
he's like, why?
Yeah, so he did, and then he came back and finished his shift. And there was like a
Oh, what a trooper, dude.
yeah, like it was like a running joke, for a long time. And the one day people were kind of joking around about it, and he like slams his phone down and he's like, all right, I shit my pants, okay? And then I fucking died, dude. I literally laughed so hard I cried. It was just
That
so
is-
real, so visceral.
This sounds like such a real moment.
It was like 4 months later. 4 fucking months later before he addressed the poop maxing allegations.
Oh no, he was poop maxing.
He was poop maxing for sure. He went a little too hard on the fiber.
He was fucking flexing it.
Yeah, dude, he was fucking. He was definitely poop maxing.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
why he
he's
became a
actually just
skittle
showing it
cracker or
off.
something.
He's like, sir, you pooped yourself. And he's like, what? There was no poop. And he's like, fucking poop maxing.
Dude, the real
being like,
Sigma
"What?"
move would have been to take off his poopy shorts and thrown them at the manager's face and be like, look at my shit. Look at it.
I'm like,
That'd be the true Sigma
don't-
move. Prove me wrong.
that
Hasso?
wouldn't be good for a reference at all.
Aaron?
What?
Would that be the true alpha move if you shit yourself and then like your manager like told you to go home, so you took off your poopy stained shorts and threw them in his face and you said, look at my shit?
I think that's assault.
I think
Maybe
that's
biological warfare.
I think that is the true alpha move in that situation, and if you do that, you are based.
based biological warfare.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I kind of want somebody to spit on me so I can look at them and be like, that's biological warfare.
I never thought I'd hear you start off like a tangent with, I wish somebody would spit on me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was kind of a weird.
in
Way
my
to start.
mind, your thought had already concluded with that, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." Okay, I don't judge.
Oh god.
Oh
I think that's a fun interaction.
I mean, I can do that for you if you need.
Oh no, it's got to be like authentic, like at a parade.
Yeah, he's gotta get
At a
spat
parade?
on. Not at a parade. When's the last time you were like you're in the audience and somebody on a prayer float like spits on you, like hawks a loogie on your face, or like
Man, if
you're
I
in the
could get-
parade and you spit on. Wait, what? Is it a man
I
in
was
the
thinking
crowd
about-
spits on you while you're at a parade?
yeah, I was thinking more so like I butted in line to the front so I could see the floats better.
And that guy spits on you. Does that happen?
Yeah, he got really upset.
Have you ever been spat on before, Aaron? Like unironically, like as an insult, has anyone ever spat on you?
No.
Me neither.
I do remember a time that me and a certain somebody were spitting on each other on the bus. And we both got in a lot of trouble.
It's a really good story.
You guys
Yeah.
were spitting on each other? What?
Yeah, so he said spit it out, so I spat on him, and then he spit on me, and then we started just spitting at each other.
I want
I don't
to.
know, stupid kid shit. I don't know.
We should bring spitting back. You know,
It's a compliment to get spit in the face.
like instead of instead of saying "fuck you" to somebody, I'm gonna be like, "I spit at you," and then I'm gonna spit on them.
Yeah. Are you
just,
gonna-
just exclaim beforehand, "I'm gonna spit at you," and then spit at them.
We had ample warning, officer.
Imagine you're at the mall. You're like walking down the hallway with like your buds, or like chatting, and then you like walk by a guy and you're like, "Hey," and the guy like looks at you. You're like, "I'm gonna spit on you," and then you spit on him. You just keep walking. You chat with your friends like nothing happened.
Yeah, I feel like as the person who gets spat on, you can't help but be like, maybe I should have moved. Like he told me exactly what he was gonna do.
Yeah, like in a way, it's their fault. They didn't move.
Exactly.
That's fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. I don't even know where to continue from there. And you know what? We're at an hour, so I think we could probably wrap up. I think that's a good thing
And
to
you
wrap
know
up
what?
on.
And we shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think we should continue, but I want to leave our audience with that thought of like maybe next time when you're in a heated argument with somebody, you should just spit on them. Like unironically be like get so mad and then just like spit on them. And don't take it back
Like a
either.
targeted spit.
Don't take it back like a little bitch boy. Just be like, I didn't mean it. No, spit on them and then smile. Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Yes. Yeah, sleep on it.